The exact details of what happened. Published a day prior to. I'm just asking a question, like, how does one publish a book a day prior to an event happening with the exact details of what happened? Published a day prior to the event happening. What is this? I'm just asking a question, like, how does one publish a book a day prior to an event happening with the exact details of what happened? Published a day prior to the event happening. What is this? I'm just asking a question.
I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened in America. Not counting gang violence. Not counting gang violence. I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened in America. Not counting gang violence. Not counting gang violence.
Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash, this your Akim Azil, back with another quick lesson. And you could tell, you got many brothers, touching on this topic. First and foremost, the elders. We're living in, actually, who controls this society, which is Satan, the devil, which is the physical counterpart. Who is the physical counterpart, which is Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man? He's the devil, man. And one of the devil's character traits is what? Deception, man. And I showed a few clips about, this recent event. It's on news right now from the last I heard of, maybe 30 minutes ago when I first turned on the TV. They talking about this guy that got, first name, what his name, Kirk or something, which I don't care about this individual. But, he's making national news because he has a reputation or he's a part of this movement that's or he's affiliated with the current president, man. So they got videos. You got these people are going to social media and posting facts about the things that's has said that took place. Is kind of suspicious, man. Like the first video, this individual showing that, there's an author and they published what happened to this guy for detail a day prior to this event happening, So how can you publish something a day prior in full detail of what happened before it happened? You get what I'm saying? And then there's another video that I posted with that one that there's a Edomite in the background with, clean cut shades. Apparently this individual was at the event where, the current president was attempted to be, as they call assassination. And he was at this other guy's event too. So what a coincidence, this same guy was there when apparently both of those individuals, were shot at, So it's a lot of, deception, like it's scripted. Like we know, you got these people saying that, we know the world is a stage. Yeah, it is a stage. And these people are actually characters. But little do a lot of people know this is the Lord stage, man. That's what the world is. This is the stage set for the Lord for things to take place in, man. So the world is a stage, but in general, from the world's eyes, they see a lot of things are being fake. That means it's being portrayed to be authentic or real, but it's really a lie. It's deception. And it takes me to Salakia. By that being said, it takes me to Jeremiah 9, and I'm going to start at 4. It says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. So you got to understand, man, we're living in times of great deception, so you can't, let alone believe everything you see, even when it comes to these people. Like I said, they're at the top level of government, and they're orchestrating these false events right in front of these people's faces, man, painting a narrative. Even when it comes to there's videos called, other brothers are putting it out too. My Akim sent it to me recently about this train incident with this individual, man, that attacked this Ukrainian chick. I happened to see, Tawada Yahal Shem Yamashad and Tawada to my Akim, he sent me the video that another brother posted that showed it in detail, man. You could tell by this guy movement that this guy didn't really do anything to this female, man. It showed the whole thing that took in place. He didn't really do anything too much to her, and then it goes to the point that where she had like when she fell over, you didn't see any blood coming from her. The area where this guy apparently touched her, there's no blood coming from her. All the blood was in the seat. And then she apparently collapsed over. And then you see she's fumbling around with something. And then there's blood just bust out. Like she opened up a bag, like some little, thing that had pouch or something that had blood and it squirted everywhere, man. So these events are being portrayed out because this devil, he's trying to stir up something because he know he has a short time. So he's trying to, stir up something, let alone if it's self-ego, something that he's trying to portray or trying to demonstrate, on like self-ego thing. Like, I want everybody to remember my presidency is going to be, unforgettable. It's already like that based on this dude's reputation and how the corruption, the things, the scandals he's already been currently in, but, he's trying to take it to another level, man, but that's bringing about, let alone it's bringing about prophecy, man, because we already know this devil's going to come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. He could come down in various scenarios, but we know for a fact it's going to happen, man. Continuing on in Jeremiah chapter 9 and 4, it says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. So like even that comes with brothers, man. You got to watch the ones that you may perceive to be your brethren, man. You got to watch these individuals too. It says, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slander, man. And who is Esau Edom? Esau Edom is Jacob's brother, and that's what he do. Slander. It says, and they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity, man. So that's what this place has done, man. They're spreading this facade. As I'm looking at it, man, I think this dude's so-called death is a facade. He's probably gearing up, which he probably got word of. They let him in, cause these elites are what they're planning. Most of them, we believe, especially those billionaires, because I saw months, weeks prior. I'm gonna say that. Individuals posts where they were saying all these billionaires, man, these CEO of these countries, they were if not billionaires, if I ain't mistaken. They all was mysteriously died within within weeks of each other. You know what I'm saying? Within the same week, within these several weeks, numerous so-called billionaires from these corporations just died, man. This person died, then that one, then that one. All of them was within a span of a couple of weeks, man. But we believe what they're doing is they're going underground. And that's probably where this individual is heading to, because they can see the tensions, what's going on amongst these nations, man. And they're fleeing underground, hoping to escape the wrath of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, man, but that's not going to happen, man. And it's possible where this individual is going. Nonetheless, like I said, it could be, far-fetched, but it could be that this dude, is out of here, man. I don't know. But when the way I see videos, what's going on, and other evidence that's taking place, it's more than likely like this is a false flag, man. It's an event they're hoping to stir up something, And also I saw a video of this female she posted where they had these so-called white nationalists rallying up due to this dude assassinating, talking about chanting white man stand up and fight. But they said they don't even know who the culprit is. Like they don't know who so apparently supposedly assassinated this guy, right? But based on these white nationalists, they were chanting white men stand up and fight. So they're trying to orchestrate something. That's what this devil's trying to do. He's trying to, you can see with with the orders that he's given. Then this recent tactic with the like I said, the subway tactic, man. These are like I just said, these are devices that this devil is trying to use to stir up strife, to legitimately come down, especially on you, especially you Negroes, man. Continuing on, Jeremiah 9:6 is Salakia, Jeremiah 9:5, and they will deceive every one his neighbor and will not speak the truth. Who is that? Esau Edom, through his vast media. They have taught their tongues to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity. So they stay up. They got these think tanks that are what? They're wearing themselves weary to come up with schemes, plots to try to deceive the people, bring about what they have, the agenda that they have in plan, man. They're trying to come up with ways to bring about that, man. It says thy habitation is in the midst of deceit, man. So we're living in what? In the midst of deceit, man. That's what this devil is. This devil promotes deception, man. This so-called American dream, this false narrative of equality, this false perception of freedom. All this stuff is deception, man. These people don't want to hear the truth. They want to like, oh, that's just your opinion. That's just what you think. I'm free. I could walk to BP. I could walk to the corner store where the Arabs there, pick me up a Lucy and walk back. I'm free. That's the mentality of these simple ass clown niggas, man. I don't know what he talking about. I ain't no press. Look, I'm walking from the projects, from the PJs, low income housing, or niggas still renting walk down the street. I'm free with it, with the, with they Toto, walk down the street with Toto, and these jokers feel like they free, man. But that's the false perception that this devil is giving you, because he's gearing up for war. And these people right here, man, they're easy takings, man. That's exactly what this devil's doing. He's gearing up for war, man. That's why there's tactics, and right now, there's evidence with these economists, foreign and domestic. They're pretty much saying that, Babylon the Great, aka America, is no longer a global threat, man. It's no longer a global power, man. It's more or less a regional power. So now there are issues that, like, since 9/11, they're more focused on, this false boogeyman of terror, this terrorist boogeyman that was abroad. Now that's over. What happened? Now they're focused on you so-called Negroes, man, Latinos and Native Americans, man, mainly you Negroes. Now they're back to portraying that you're the problem. That's what it was before this 9/11 crap. Who was the problem? These devils was constantly on you. Then they want to unite under the guise of terrorism. These clown niggas with these damn, they want to they want to join hand with these damn with their oppressor. Now that's over. They're back home, and now they're focused their attention back on who? You so-called Negroes, man. Now that's what these devils, their tactics have been. Thy habitations is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. So that's how these people operate, man. Especially Esau Edom, man. He operates in the ideology that, he's supreme, he's some supreme ruler, and he's destined to rule you people, man. That's how he feel. He has a what they call a God complex, man. And all he's trying to do is come up with ways to try to bring about his agenda, man, which we already know what that agenda, and it's coming from the elites amongst Esau Edom, Like they're telling you in the media, which I seen a couple of days ago, they said, "Oh, the first trillionaire is Elon Musk, man." Nah, man, they got these families that a lot of you people don't know. If you hear them now, every once in a while, but our elders been bringing a shit on light on these devils, man. These people like the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, so on and so forth. These are the people that are behind the scenes actually controlling what's going on, not only in this society, but on the global stage, man. Pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. So these devils really control what's going on in the world, man. They fund, there's already information out there that they fund both sides of these wars, man. So that's what's really going on. That's the agenda that they're trying to fulfill. These devils, the elites amongst Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. The joker that's in office now, he's a puppet. That's why these events, they're staging these events, man. And you can tell, you gotta watch. This joy, there's something fishy about it, because you can tell these false flags, these crisis actors and stuff like that, man. But Lord willing, this lesson will edify. They ain't mean it to take too long. Till next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash. Again, this your Akim and Julazil. Till next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and Baba Shalom.